In this video, let us see how to convert a PPT to a video. Consider I have a PPT here and this PPT contains 12 slides. And we're gonna see how to convert this PPT into a video. Consider I have already made a video here, and in this video I'm gonna show you exactly how to convert a PPT to this video like this. And you can also customize the frame per second. So make sure you watch this video fully so that you will understand how to do this. So let's get started. So I have opened up a project folder here in this Visual Studio Code. As I told earlier, I have a PPT here. Let me open up the PPT now. And this PPT contains 12 slides. So this is just a basic slide. So let me close this PPT now. And let's go to the Visual Studio Code and let's create a Python file. Main.py is our Python file, and first let's install all the dependencies that we need for this project. So open up your command prompt now. And let's type the following: pip install. We need the python-pptx to interact with the PPT, and we need the movie.py. We also need the pillow, and we need the com types. Com type is used to handle the Windows application because we're going to handle the PowerPoint behind the scenes. So that's why we need this com. Press enter. This will install all these 4 libraries. You consider requirement already satisfied. So let me close that one and let's import the libraries that we have installed now. First we need the OS, so import OS. Then we're gonna import the com types dot client, and from the movie.py dot editor we're gonna import the image sequence. So basically what we will do is we can't directly convert a PPT to a video directly using Python because we don't have the feature. What we will do is instead is we're gonna convert all the PPT slides into an image. Then we're gonna use this movie.py library to convert those images into a video. So this is the procedure. That's why we need this image sequence clip. These are the 3 libraries that we need, and let's define the variables now. The PPT path, consider I have a PPT here, and the path will be, so this is my PPT path, and slice, because we want to convert the slice into a images, right? Slice folder equal to, so let's create a folder now. So I'm gonna create a new folder called slides, and inside this slides folder I'm gonna put all the PPT images. So let me pass the path here. This is slide. You can also pass absolute path as well, but all the files are in the same location. That's why I'm passing a relative path only. Then we can define your output video. Just give a name for your output file. I'm gonna give output video.mp4. Now we have configured our initial configuration. Then what we can do is we can create a function now. So before that, if the folder is not already present, we're gonna create a folder manually. So if os.make directory, if the folder is not exist, then we're gonna create. But if it is already exist, that's why exist okay equal to true. So let's create the function now. So ppt2 image, and this function will take 2 parameters. The first one is the PPT path, and the second parameter is the slice folder. So let's create this function now. So def, I'm gonna create this function called the PPT2 image, and this function as usual will take the PPT path and slice folder. First what we will do is we will open up the PowerPoint equal to, we consider com type. That's why we have imported the com types. So com types dot client, and inside the client we have an object called the create object, and inside this you need to pass our PowerPoint dot application. We're gonna open up the PowerPoint application behind the scenes. So PowerPoint dot application. Now we have the PowerPoint, right? Then what we can do is we can create the PowerPoint dot visible. We're gonna set this visible to 1 now. PowerPoint dot visible is equal to 1. Then we're gonna create the presentation. Presentation is equal to PowerPoint dot presentation dot open. First we're gonna open up the PPT. So presentation dot open, pass the PPT part. Now we have the presentation, right? Then we can save the presentation as images. So presentation dot save as. So here we need to pass the slides folder. So we're gonna put all the images inside the slides folder, and we need to give another argument 17. 17 is used to store all the PPT slides as images. There are a lot of other variations as well. You can check the internet for reference. But 17 is used to save all the PPT slides as images. Now we have converted all our slides as images. Then we can simply close now. Presentation.close. That's it. Let's try to run our Python script now. So before that, let's also make sure that we quit the PowerPoint. We close the presentation and we quit the PowerPoint. We consider inside this slides folder, we're gonna put all the slides as images. So let me open up the terminal. So I'm gonna change the PowerShell to command prompt now, and let's write in the Python script, python main.py. Actually we are getting an error here. Consider the PowerPoint is open behind the scenes. Actually we got an error. So let's fix this error now. To fix this error, what we have to do is we have to give the full path instead of giving the relative path. Let me give the full path now. So let me right click on PPT file and I'm gonna copy its path, and instead of relative path I'm gonna replace this with the full path and paste it here. Let's also do for the slides folder. Let me right click and copy the path and paste it here. This should work. Let's see. And let me run the Python script again. So python main.py is our script. This is just a warning, you can leave it. Consider again the PowerPoint is open behind the scenes. Now if you open up the slides, you consider we have 12 images. You consider this just here all the slides converted into images. Now we have the images, right? We can convert these images into a video format. Let's try to create another function that will do this job. Let's create second function called the image to video. So this function will take the slides folder, because inside the slides folder only we have all the images. You consider we have these 12 images, and so we take this slides folder. Then we need to pass output video because we want to save the all the video in this name format. Then FPS, frames per second. You can give 1 frame per second or 3 frames per second. We will adjust this later. For now, let's give FPS equal to 3. We will adjust this once we generated the video after this. So for now, I'm gonna give FPS equal to 3. So let's create this function now. So this function as usual will take the image folder as well as the output video and pass the FPS. So the default value will be 1. And let's create a image list now. So image is equal to, this will be an empty list because inside this list we're gonna put all these images file path. So to get the file path of these images, we're gonna use a for loop now. So for file in list directory, this will list all the files present in the directory. So we're gonna pass the image folder. Now we have the file, right? It will list individual file. We can check now if file.end with. So first we will check the extension. If it is end with that JPEG, that is the JPG, then we're gonna get the full path of the image. So full path equal to, consider here we have the image individually, right? We're gonna get the full path of these images. We can easily get by joining the image folder and pausing the file. Now we have the full path, right? We can simply append this to the images list. You can say here we have the images list. We can append this now. So images start append full path, not file but full path. So now we have the full path of all the images in the images list. Then what we can do is we can sort it. So images start sort, then we can create a clip now. Clip equal to image sequence clip. So basically we're gonna use this function. Consider that's why we have imported this earlier. And inside this we need to pass the images list, images, and then we need to pass the FPS. So the FPS will be whatever FPS that we pass, that will be passed over here. There is function called the image sequence clip. So once we have the clip, we can easily save the clip now. So zip clip.write to video, consider clip.write to video file. So inside this pass the output video. This will be our output name. Then we need to present the codec. The codec will be lib to x264. Pass this codec. If you know any other codec format, you can pass it here. But for in this video, I'm going to use this codec now. So let's try to run this one more time. Consider it is running. It will open up the, consider it is open up the PowerPoint behind the scenes. Actually, we get a error here. Let me fix this error. You consider inside the images, the extension is in the capital letter. So let's type the extension in caps letter as well. So let me run the Python script one more time. This should work. Let's see. Consider now move Python. We have a video clip here. Let me play the video clip. Actually, it is 4 seconds and it is very fast. That's why we have passed FPS equal to 3. We have passed 3 frames per second. We can reduce use now. So I'm gonna pass 1 frame per second. So let me run the Python script one more time. This time we should get 1 frame per second. So let me open up the new output file here. You consider now we have 12 seconds. Now each slide will take only 1 second. We can also improve this as well. Instead of giving the FPS 1 FPS, we can also give 0.5 FPS, 0.5. Let me run this Python script one more time. Now each slide will take 2 seconds. So let me open up the video file here now. Let me open up this video file. Consider we have 24 seconds. Now each slide will take exactly 2 seconds. So yeah, this is how you convert a PPT into a video format. So this is for this video and I will continue in the next one.